Hello, Froggy here, and today we'll be getting into the Veil. We're going to be using an IRB from the Downfall mission. So you'll need to bring an ally along. Once it starts, turn around and go the other way. You want your ally to stand by and be ready to clear out the ads in front of Callus's ship. That'll trigger the auto-res. We can jump this gap using our previous sparrow. Although you could just swim in on the other side. You don't need a sparrow, it just makes things a little bit faster. So, this door up ahead is only open if you've done the campaign. I haven't done it on my Titan yet, but luckily there's a hole you can use to bypass it. Just going to fly underneath the map here. And there's actually a nice little dev playground with a lot of assets that I imagine they just kind of copy-pasted around. So that's kind of neat. I always like finding these little spots. The load here is kind of weird. It puts you into the edge of the box, I assume, in a big push barrier. While the path would continue around here, this isn't actually where you want to go. I just tend to get a little bit turned around down here. So heading back towards the dev playground sort of thing, you just want to head forwards and to the left. And you'll hit the load. If you die, you'll spawn back in the map where we would like to be. Anyways, the door is open. You can just boost off this little ramp thing and keep going on your sparrow. You see how that kind of curves to the side. Don't really need that anymore. So we have a nice courtesy teleporter here, which we can take advantage to skip right to the Veil area. The door is closed, but luckily there are many ways to get out of the map here. I tend to prefer just going to the side. If you drop down a little bit, you can just keep going. It's probably a little bit easier on Titan, but really it's not that bad with any class. Just going to use a little bit of grapple here. And might as well get that back, just in case. From here, we need to head up the side of this kind of ramp-like structure. That'll take us to where we want to drop into the Ishtar area. I really wanted to do this route from pure patrol, but sadly the hub doesn't extend outside of the map, much like the load doesn't seem to. So you're going to want to set your IRB point pretty much anywhere up here. Or if you're feeling more adventurous, you can try to IRB directly into one of the rooms of the kind of Veil facility. We're going to be hitting the load from behind. And about here, there's a object that sticks above the death barrier that you can jump on to get here easily. I've had a lot of luck just kind of crouch walking forwards on this pipe. Although, if it forces you to stand up like that, you're kind of in trouble. And that means we'll have to go back to the top. Up the stairs. Man, I wouldn't want to be working here when the elevator's down. Yeah, hopefully your guardian doesn't skip leg day. Well, pretty much at the top now. So this will take us to the nice kind of mural room. So if you wanted to get a close-up view of that area, you can always just take this route. You don't need an IRB to get here at all. You can just do this on regular patrol easily. And luckily there's also a nice little hole up here on the right. Just going to head out here, and that'll put us right about where we want to drop down. So at least, apart from the stair climbing, retrying the IRB isn't too bad. We've already set our IRB point here, so we don't have to do that again. And back onto this little thing. And now for the death to the load. Hopefully we'll get it this time. Yeah, thanks to Salvo and Fluup for helping out with getting into there and dying to the load. And Fluup for triggering the autorezzes.
Alistair's smart. He'll have his most powerful forces guarding the radio mast.
And now we're out of map in Veil Containment. You can have anyone else in the fire team join you here. You just have to stay up here to get their res, or wherever they want to put it. It's not too bad to Rez Breach into the Veil area. It's almost going the wrong way there. Yeah, I'll show you the route down there. Basically just following the path above. And avoiding a little bit of the barriers. You get some views of the kind of veil structure, at least when visibility is up and things aren't just getting cold. Very purple. Yeah, the fog sometimes does get in the way here. And I think it continues down on the, on the other side here. Sadly, there aren't really any holes I was able to find in the Veil area itself. Just the Rez Breach to get back in. Although Bach did find some very interesting frictionless orange boxes that you can kind of push around, so I would encourage you to track those down. And right about here is where we're going to be doing the Rez Breach. At least underneath here. I'll just drop down onto this pipe. And back across. Once you walk a ways along this edge, you should be set up for a Rez Breach. Unless you get very unlucky like I did here. If that happens, just go away and come back and try again. And I've probably set one by now. Let's see if I can get it this time. Yep. I just barely missed the chair that time. Now we can head to the Veil without having to worry about any pesky boss fights. wonder if you could Rez Breach out around here. And now for why I chose to be on a hunter. Let's see if we can go inside. Nope. Gotta put back on a high jump. Keep on wanting to call it high lift because of my time on Titan. The double grenade trigger for canceling has really grown on me. Well, sadly doesn't seem like there's really anything here, other than a very annoying fog layer. Might as well try jumping against it just to be sure. Just for good measure, I tried going around the side of it here. But once again, there is still this weird fog layer that kind of makes it hard to see what's going on. Makes it pretty much impossible to grapple. But luckily, we don't actually need to be able to see what we're doing if we can just follow a rocket up. I've had some luck doing this firing straight up. A lot of people were pointing this out to me, and thank you to everyone who did. Let's see if I can... Yep. Well, I hit something there. Hopefully not a kind of arena ceiling. I'm hoping to be able to go up to the very colorful area up top. Let's see if we can find a different spot. Sure. Well, that definitely feels like some sort of ceiling. Well, I guess if you want to check out that colorful place, you'll have to IRB there directly. Anyways, good luck with your Neomuna exploration. Still have so many videos to go.
Normally I'd have more intel before a direct attack.
The Guardian has faced the unknown and prevailed every time. They are equal to the task.